Hey. You ever fumble a baddie?
Oh, you haven't? Alright, wait. Bitch! 2 phone, y'all need to be fucking me. I am here, ho.
Legalize nuclear bombs.
No need to respond to that, we both know the answer. But picture this, not only have you fumbled a baddie, you fumbled perhaps the baddest. The single glistening gem of femininity in your young adult life, or at least the only one that's age appropriate. The only non-groomer broad who's ever really given you the time of day. This is someone you're deeply infatuated with, someone you can seriously consider rolling the dice for, someone who lets you see her naked. But just as you're planning to run away with her, you find out she speaks a suspicious amount of Russian and spent a semester abroad at Netanyahu School for Pyrotechnics. You then must be named Denji, and I sincerely hope you're doing okay, but I also gotta ask, how does that tale of fumblage, how does it serve your growth as a human being? How does it become the best arc in a manga full of stunners? How is that further spun into perhaps the single sauciest anime movie ever put to screen? And more importantly, how the hell do you get over that? Okay, even I can't answer that last one. I just fumbled a girl last week. The Chainsaw Man Reze arc movie released recently to much fanfare, and I ain't gonna lie, it's got me acting up. Not only is it reminding me why it's best if I'm not allowed around girls with chokers, it's reminding me again why this series has always been such an irreplaceable brainworm for me. It's not like I ever stopped being a fan, I got a contract with the 10 Toes Devil for a reason. But my favorite arc in the series, receiving the bona fide blockbuster treatment, was bound to reignite a few of my Fujimoto neurons. I'm sure you've already seen the smoke from the town square, but let me fan the flames and preach that the Reze movie is kind of the best thing ever. I mean, what's there not to love? I'm a sucker for romance, I'm a sucker for big body explosions, I'm a sucker for mysterious manic pixie love interest, I'm a sucker for doomed yaoi with a supernatural twink, I'm a sucker for evil woman. It's honestly a really bad trait of mine. That girl is mentally ill, she'd probably kill my family. But God, she's so beautiful. I'm a sucker for earnest portrayals of human relationships, especially ones that double as coming-of-age stories. I'm just a sucker for Chainsaw Man, and this arc has kinda always been the blueprint for why. The series content before this arc is good, but it's this point forward that rigged my brain with traumatic little landmines. The type that go off whenever I see a bouquet of flowers, or a mouse, or a cafe. God, I'm a barista, I'm gonna be so fucked up this week. It's kinda evil because the payload for that pain is delivered so nonchalantly. I've always loved how unassuming the start of this arc is. There's no overt acknowledgement by the story that that last segment has ended and a new one has started. That crazy Katana Man shit that just went down, where he put damn near half of public safety in the food chain, there's very little detox from that. It's not like Denji goes, "Alright guys, great work. Now let's sail for Reze Island." Or hey, Class 1A, we gotta go to Camp Reze to get our hero's license. Or even like, "Save the Reze Society, Denji Hayakawa." There is not a single Bleach character that sounds like that. Nah, it just bleeds in. Denji strolls into a phone booth on patrol one day, just trying to beat the rain. This girl dashes in after him, hoping to keep dry. The conversation gets to flowing. A little hop, skip, and a thrown up flower later, and without us or him knowing it, Denji's broke ass Chop Chungus life has been irreversibly changed. Okay, maybe it's kinda obvious when they name the movie Reze arc in big bold text, but fuck you, the point still stands. For an arc that's the narrative equivalent of a stealth torpedo, it seems so deliberate to not start with a boom, but instead with a meet cute. It's what makes that initial infiltration of your heart so easy. I mean, how do you not fall for this shit, man? I am a giant sniveling rose-colored glasses wearing pussy, so when you have them spending these sleepy afternoons at a cafe chatting idly, sipping coffee, catching up on homework together, and generally causing a fuss for the owner, the way she laughs at his specific brand of autism. Like, bitch, I know he ain't that funny, yet it feels real due to how stupidly expressive the new style makes the characters, and the way he can't help but marvel at her smile. I don't think I'll ever recover from how deliberately they show off her route to the cafe. At first, I thought it was just so they could do the whole gag where he follows her super close behind or whatever, but of course, the animators are sociopaths, and instead, instead just decided to use it to give me false hope and pain an hour and a half later. Every second of Denji and Rize's early days together are rendered in such intimate detail, each one adding to that all too familiar feeling of exploring a new connection, of discovering someone fun and exciting and peeking further behind the curtain day by day. It's emotional serendipity. And that sensation is electric. That thrumming undercurrent gives the movie its pulse, conducting a little more charge along your heartstrings each second. And that slowly amassing lightning in a bottle all culminates at the pool scene. I mustn't fib when Reze touches the back of Denji's neck and whispers in his ear, asking if he wanted to cool down. I had to physically stop myself from howling like a pit bull terrier. This has always been a standout sequence, even in the manga. I mean, again, Baddie plus naked equals my pants are slipping, but quite frankly, it never hit like this. Due to the crystal blue hue illuminating the characters, the grace of the slow-mo, the pure glee present in the voice performances, and of course, the Kensuke Ushio soundtrack being lovingly delivered to my ears here. It's been given a certain majesty that it didn't have before. This scene feels ethereal, like the perfect sliver of sunlight hitting your face in the morning, like the million mini embraces the grains of sand give your toes, like the first sip of a fresh fucking Dr. Pepper. It is sheer, uncompromised bliss. One of the best decisions MAPPA made when directing this film was honing in on themes and symbolism they could bring full circle to better serve a cinematic experience. Stuff like Rize's route I mentioned earlier, doubling down on the country and city mouse dynamic, the ambiguity of the trapped butterfly imagery, and of course, this water motif. Whether it be the drizzle they meet under, the pool they share, the storm they feud amidst, or the sea they eventually separate at, water seems to flow after these two, no matter the situation. The various forms it appears in accentuating their most honest moments. And that's clearest from this little late night skinny dip of theirs. I could remain in this instance forever. And I think the characters could too. But see, the only consistent thing about water is that the tides always shift. From this point forward, the Reze arc is not a movie. It is a fistful of piss, napalm, and vinegar. A fucking homing projectile careening forward to blow a hole through your medulla oblongata. Telling someone you just saw the Reze movie, you might as well have said,
I just shoved a nuke up my pussy.
The plodding, tranquil pace of the first half all serves to prime you for this. Cause that's the thing about stealth torpedoes. The boom is bound to come, bitch. The second bomb Shawty pulls her first pin, things get blown sky high in a way I've never seen before. The last 15 minutes of this movie feel like the snap of a finger. The animators at MAPPA deserve so much more than the food stamps they're clearly getting handed for the work on display here. They deserve to dine like kings, cause everyone watching surely is. 99% of this is Reze handing out evil, professed, first come first serve jihadi ass whoopings, walking down victims like a portable Chernobyl. She makes Division 2 headquarters look like a scene from fucking Oppenheimer. Aki's dumbass sitting there thinking about some, oh hell nah, I better keep ahead with my future devil hacks or I'm finished. Any street level looking ass gets off scot-free compared to the quintillion hydrogen bombs she drops on Denji's soft little skull. It's not just the fact that this section looks rad as fuck, it does so while moving so fast and stylishly that every time I see this movie, I catch something new that is so unnecessary, so unbelievably bonkers. There is no proper way for me to give every detail its due diligence. I could word vomit about this for hours. I'm obsessed with Typhoon's voice. The specific way it's modulated scratches an itch in my brain. That part where he yells, "Chainsaw!" is living in my head like it's post-Madani New York. The animation style debate is old and toxic. Season 1 is beautiful. But if abandoning the realism means Denji and Beam can just be Looney Tunes characters for the rest of their existence, yeah, fuck it. I'm okay with that. There's one specific cut where they backflip through a building. It's like the funniest shit I've ever seen. It's so sick that they animate Denji in chainsaw form like an old rubber horse cartoon. And the fact that they slime that spaghetti covered Dave Blunt's looking baby with an anime ass finishing move and a JoJo ass color swap to the volume 1 color palette, I damn near did a backflip in my seat. Of course, however, the best of it comes from little lady B52 herself. I really love the attention they paid Reze, because many of the quirks they gave her in production feel like they deepen the character, adding to her mythos and her swag. That signature snap into that crackle, into that thunderous blast, might as well light a match on my frontal lobe. Her voice actress did a wonderful job at how sweet she can be, even in her hybrid form. She has a lot of genuine moments. The way she asks Violence to fight, that isn't part of her plan. She really doesn't have to do that. She just thought his flying kick was sick. Yo, she deadass cackles seeing Denji ride Beam into battle, being so enthused about the idea of folding this man like an omelet. Her love of martial arts is never explicitly stated, but you don't hit a motherfucker with a 4-dimensional corner carrying 0 to death Konami code ass finishing combo if your heart's not in it. I get the sense. As crazy as it is to say, beating the brakes off Denji, it feels like it's part of her love language. The time where she can be the most honest. That fact being hammered home by her bombs taking on the hue of the fireworks they watch. I'm gonna rip my hair out. I'm gonna throw up. I can't. It's so good. And of course, like that wasn't enough of an emotional kamikaze. When all is said and done, when the final chains are sawed, bombs dropped, boys loved, and baddies outsmarted, they end up back in the water together. One last time. I started this video by joking that Denji fumbled the baddie, and obviously that's me being a dickhead. The circumstances were out of his control. It's not really fumbling if your bitch was out here violating Geneva Conventions and got fucking executed as an enemy of the state. But he doesn't know that. To him, this was either never real, or he couldn't make it real enough to matter. And that hits way too close to home. The thought of sharing a part of your life with someone, your struggles, your joys, your first, and then that relationship ending, Lord knows it can be hard to stomach. I want a fetal cry when a girl just stops texting me. If she bit my tongue off, then disappeared on me the next day, well, first I'd thank her, but then I might blow my shit smooth off. And of course, as they often tend to be, things are worse on the ladies' side. I once heard that the best relationships don't end with a wedding, but with a funeral. Yet I still think it's a shame this one ends not with them in that pool together, but instead in a pool of her blood. Imagine being Reze. You finally muster up the courage to choose happiness, and for it, you end up dead and destitute, backdoored in an alleyway. Nothing but mice and murderers for company, while the only person who's ever given you comfort remains just out of reach. Denji will never know how real her affection for him was, nor how badly she wanted to see him. And that is legitimately tragic. But it's also not really something you get over. It's not something you avoid, because it's not really something you can help. Love isn't the type of thing that nips at your nose. You don't get to choose when to light that fuse. It takes you wholesale, body and spirit alike, using your heart as kindling. Much like the fireworks they share a sky under, this relationship is bursting with pop, with noise, with splendor and color, but it only lasts so long. There's something beautiful about a fleeting connection, about a bond that burns violent, fast, and bright for all to see. But there's also something deeply harrowing. The ones involved always seem to get singed. And so our hero sits at a cafe alone, nursing his wounds. And I feel for Denji. I've been there, I've done that. But if I had to give him any advice, buddy, all you can do is wait. One day, it might not hurt as bad as it used to.
Whoa, my last girl left me cold, like frozen in the snow. She already knows it's hard for me to let go. I've been drinking and driving and surviving. Take my sorrow and bury me alive in it. Wear your best dress, girl, cause you gon' die in it. Bet you regret the day that you lied to. Crash the car again, goddamn. Break my heart again, goddamn. I don't have no friends, goddamn. I'm alone until the end, goddamn. Crash the car again, goddamn. Break my heart again, goddamn. I don't have no friends, goddamn. I'm alone until the end, goddamn.
Yoo-hoo! Thanks for watching. Please nuke the piss out of that like and sub button. Please drop your favorite detail about the movie in the comments. I feel like I'm still missing stuff. And of course, run away with me and the pack of city mice over on the Patreon. Sorry, this one's just a less structured, endless stream of autism. I love this movie so much and I just wanted to gush. Happy fall, I love y'all. And despite conditions trying to make you bawl, have yourselves a damn good one. I get to see Playboy Cardi next week, yay!